Hello everyone, good morning to all. I am Ankita Bhagat, your science teacher from Sarjanand English Medium School, 8 Natage. So students, today we are going to start a new chapter from class 7, that is winds, storm and cyclones. Right? And before starting this chapter, I want to tell about cyclone in Orissa since 1999. So here given that the Orissa was hit by cyclone with the wind speed 200 km per hour. So Orissa was hit by a cyclone with the wind speed of 200 km per hour on 18 October 1999. Right? And the cyclone smashed 45,000 houses and making 7 lakh people homeless. Here, so many children become orphaned by the cyclone in this year. Again I repeat, there are the 45,000 houses smashed and the 7 lakh people become homeless. And so many children become orphaned by the storm, by the cyclone. Right? And the same year, on 29 October, same year, the 29 October, the second cyclone with the wind speed, again the more speed than the first cyclone, that is 260 km per hour, right, hit Orissa again. It was accompanied by the water waves about 9 meter high. You can imagine the 9 meter high water waves. And thousands of people lost their lives. Property worth crores of rupees was destroyed, and the cyclone affected agriculture, transport, communication and electricity supply. Right? So they damaged the loads of property, and also they destroyed the agriculture, transport, communication and electricity supply. So I think you know about that in previous year the cyclone came in our coastal area Diu. Right? You know that the name of cyclone is Vayu. So in that also the 9 meter high waves, I think. Okay? But here the question arises, what are cyclone? How they are formed? Why are they so destructive? So in this chapter we will discuss about all types of questions. Right? So we begin with some activity involving air. So which type of activity involving air? Let us see about that. Here the activity is air exerts pressure, air expands on heating and contracts on cooling. The hot air is lighter than cold air and rises up. So here these all are the activities, and first of all we know about what is air. So first we are discuss about air, right? So earth is, here the earth is surrounded by the atmosphere from all the sides. So it's surrounded by the atmosphere from all the sides, and in our environment there is the mixture of gases. So in our environment there are the mixture of gases. So these gases are, there are so many gases. Which one? That is nitrogen oxide, carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxides. So these are the mixture of gases, and air is surrounded it is not a weightless. So surrounded the earth, the air is not a weightless. It is not a weightless. It has some weight. So the air has a weight. That's why they exert pressure. So this pressure is known as atmospheric pressure, right? That means the proper definition is the pressure exerted by atmosphere. The pressure exerted by atmosphere on the surface of earth is called atmospheric pressure. Again I repeat, the pressure exerted by atmosphere on surface of earth is known as atmospheric pressure, right? Now we all are living on the earth. That means what? That means the air also make the pressure to our body, right? And yes, they make the pressure on living things and non-living things who lives on the earth. Got it? Now let us see the activity 8.1, that air exerts pressure. So for that, the apparatus required is tin can with the lid, then Bunsen burner. So in place of Bunsen burner, you take the candle, right? Now tripod, wire goose and cello metallic vessel, right? Now start the activity. In the activity, first of all, take a tin can with the lid and fill approximately half with water. So take a tin can and fill it with the half with water and heat the can on a candle flame till the water boils. So heat the water on a candle flame till the water boils. Let the water boil for the few minutes. Now boil the water for a few minutes. After that, blow out the candle flame and immediately put the lid tightly on the can. So blow the candle and blow out the candle and immediately put the lid on the container. Be careful in handling the hot water can. Now put the can carefully in a cello metallic vessel or directly in wash basin. So after that, pour some fresh water, the cool water on the can. Now observe what happened to the shape of can. So students, you can see in the figure, when you boil the water, the shape of tin can is like this. But after pouring some water, the shape of tin can will change. Why? Because on pouring cold water over the tin can, so pouring the cold water over the tin can, the water vapor inside gets cooled and convert into water, right? And the water so formed occupies a less space than the water vapor. So the air pressure inside the container that decreases and the air pressure outside the container is more than the inside. That's why the can get crushed. Again I repeat, the pressure inside is decreases, but the pressure outside on the cane is increases. That's why the cane get crushed. Got it? Now student, here more example. There are the more example given to air exerts pressure. Now let us discuss one by one. Now another example of air exert pressure is while riding a bicycle or rowing a boat. If wind is blowing in opposite direction, it is difficult to drive or sail. But the wind is in the same direction, it is easy to drive or sail. Right? Why? Because moving air from opposite direction exerts pressure. Now the second example, that is when we feel air in bicycle tire, it becomes tight, and if you continue feeling air, the bicycle tube will get burst on account of too much air pressure. The same in balloon. When you feel the air in balloon, it gets inflated. But if you continue feeling air in balloon, it gets burst. So reason is same, the too much air pressure in the balloon. Right? Now third example is leaves of tree, paper flakes, etc. move when wind blows to air pressure. So leaves of tree, papers, flakes, etc. moves when the winds blow due to air pressure. So these all are the example that air exerts pressure. Now students, let us see the activity 8.2. Here the activity 8.2 is high speed wind are accompanied by the reduced air pressure. So before discussing this topic, this activity, first we are discuss about wind. Now students, what is wind? So wind is moving air. Moving air is called wind. It means wind is the movement of the air. Got it? So wind movements depends on the difference in air pressure in two regions. For an example, the air always move from high atmospheric pressure to low atmospheric pressure. Again I repeat, the air always be moved from high atmospheric to low atmospheric pressure. Now again back to our topic, that when the speed of wind is increases, the pressure is decreases. Here the aim of the activity is when the wind speed is increases, the pressure is decreases. Now let us prove the statement with the help of activity. So the apparatus required for this activity is bottle. The bottle with the small size mouth, right? Small crumpled paper ball. Got it? Now student, I will show you one video related to this activity.
Now hold the empty glass bottle and place the paper ball just inside its mouth. Try to blow the ball to force into the bottle. Observe carefully. The paper ball is not moving inside the bottle. Do you know why? Actually, when we blow into the mouth of the bottle, the air near the mouth has higher speed. This decreases the pressure there. The air pressure inside the bottle is higher than near the bottle. When we blow the ball inside the bottle, the air inside the bottle pushes the ball out. So children, we concluded that increased wind speed is accompanied by reduced air pressure.
So students, in activity, you see that when the paper ball cannot be forced in the bottle, instead it's come out. It is not forced into the bottle, it's come out. Right? Why? Because the speed of wind increases on blowing air, so the air pressure on the paper ball decreases. Now what are our statement? If the wind speed is increased, now the pressure is decreased. That's why the speed of wind increases. When we blow in the bottle, the speed of wind increases on the blowing air. Right? So the air pressure on the paper ball decreases, and the pressure inside the bottle is increases. Why? Because we blow only in the bottle. So pressure inside the bottle is more, hence it causes the thrust on the paper ball towards outside. Got it? So the paper ball cannot be enter in the bottle, instead it's come out. So students, here there are more activity given, that the statement is what? If the wind speed is increased, the pressure will decrease. Here the activity is 8.3 is that blow the balloons. So first of all we blow the balloons, right? Take two balloons approximately its equal size. Now put a little water into the balloon. Now blow up the balloon and tie each one to a string. Now take a one string or a one strip and tie up the balloon on the same string. Hang the balloon to 8 to 10 semi apart. So you can see in the figure, hang the balloon this way. So the distance 8 to 10 centimeter, right? Now blow in the space between balloon. After that, between the balloons, blow and observe what happened. So after that, we observe that on blowing in the space between the balloons, they come closer to each other. You can see in the figure, when we blow, both balloons come closer to each other. Why? Because on blowing in the space between two balloons, the air pressure decreases. Because wind speed is increased, that's why the air pressure is decreases. So two balloons are forced towards the space between them. So here, if we blow here, the pressure is decreases because wind speed is increases. So that's why the two balloons forced to inside, right? So the space between them, they force to inside, right? So here we conclude that the air pressure decreases when the wind speed is increases. Got it? Now students, here some more activity was also given, that activity 8.4 and 8.5 related to this. So again I show you one video of this experiment.
Take a strip of paper of about 20 cm long and 3 cm wide between our thumb and forefinger. Now we blow over the paper. We will observe that the paper strip moves upwards. This is because the blowing over the paper reduces the air pressure above the strip. Take a test tube and stretch a balloon tightly over the neck of the tube with the help of a tape. Now, take 3 beakers. Pour simple water in first beaker, hot water in second beaker, and cold water in third beaker. Insert the test tube with the balloon in the simple water and then in the hot water and observe for 3 minutes. There is a change in the shape of the balloon. Now take the tube out and cool it in the room temperature. Now place the tube in cold water for 3 to 4 minutes. We will observe the change in the shape of.
So we observe in activity when we blow over the upper part of the paper strip. You can see in the figure when we blow the upper part of paper strip, the paper strips gets lifted up. Here the paper strip gets lifted up. What is the reason behind it? The reason is on blowing over the upper part of the paper strip, the air pressure decreases. Hence, the strips gets lifted. So here, when we blow, the air pressure decreases. Why? The wind speed is increased, then air pressure decreases. That's why the paper strip lifted up. You can see in the figure the paper strips lifted up. So here we conclude that through the activity that the wind speed is increased and the pressure will decrease. Got it? Now the another activity is, you already see in the video, the activity that given here, the balloon tied over the neck. So here the activity of balloon. So in video you observe that when the test tube with the balloon is placed in hot water, the balloon get inflated. You can see in the figure here only the test tube that is in fitted with the neck. So balloon tied over the neck of the boiling tube. But if we place in the hot water, here given hot water, if we place in the hot water, the balloon get inflated. Right? On taking out the test tube from the hot water, it's get cooled. Now then the inflated balloon gets contracts. Right? So when the test tube with the balloon is placed in the ice water, the balloon gets more contracts, it shrink. In hot water the balloon is inflated, but in the cold water the balloon is shrink. You can see in the figure. Right? So here we conclude that the air expand on heating and contract on cooling. Again I repeat, the air expand on heating and contract on cooling. Now students, our session is over here. Now in next video we will discuss about air expand on heating. Now we will discuss about the activity air expand on heating. I hope you all are understood very well. Thank you. Have a nice day.